Have you ever wanted to leave the city and move into the country, own a large farm, and have many awesome animals? For those who can appreciate the beauty of nature and other living things, this video is for you. Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of Celebrity Net Worth and Lifestyle. Today you will get to know the biography, lifestyle, and net worth of a couple running a YouTube channel named White House on the Hill. But before we start, make sure to smash that subscribe button for your chance to win our monthly shoutout giveaway. Just comment down below "I subbed" and you'll be entered in the giveaway. Biography. White House on the Hill is a popular channel on YouTube, having around 760,000 subscribers. It was founded in 2017 and they're located in the United States. The channel that started only 4 years ago has currently become a big hit. Jake and Becky, the ones who started this channel, particularly Jake and Becky, then joined. Jake and Becky met as students at Missouri Western State University and had lived in the city for most of their lives. They have 3 beautiful children, Eli, Uriah, and Isaiah. Jake and Becky have lived the first 10 years after their marriage in the city. Then they changed their jobs and moved out to the country. Before creating the YouTube channel, they were doing multiple jobs, commuting all over town to get to work and pick up their kids from daycare, but they were fed up. Becky was always fond of chickens because her family used to have them when she was a child. So that's when they decided to get some chickens and start a YouTube channel. They started with 6 chickens. They also sought inspiration from movies like Food Incorporation. It gave them new insights into the feeding habits of people and nutrition. So they began with one raised garden bed, and now they plant almost everywhere in the yard. It was mentioned that they got the idea of starting a YouTube channel after they found other families like Justin Rhodes and the grass-fed Homestead sharing their family stories through YouTube. Jake and Becky's main livelihood is from the YouTube videos that they make. Apart from that, Jake does freelance graphic design work from home. Jake can be called the mastermind behind creating videos, for he is the one who films and edits them. In his leisure time, he develops his woodworking and designing skills as well. A home wouldn't be complete without the presence of a strong, supportive female role model, Becky. In fact, Becky is the one who does the hard chores, like raising the children, making sure there's food on the table, and helps present new ideas for the channel. Their boys are so energetic and curious about the new endeavors of their parents. Eli doesn't mind when his hands get soiled and loves helping his dad in building things on the farm. Uriah loves to run around with the cats and pick up his favorite chicken, the old English Bantam rooster. What a cutie. Lifestyle. The channel that started with 6 chickens has now added many others to the family, including emus, ducks, peacocks, pheasants, and even cats. The St. Joseph region couple posts videos every 3 days on their YouTube channel, and some of their videos have reached a whopping 10 million views and counting. Major advertisers that are in contact with this channel recall how popular, real, and timely their online presence has become. Fan letters and online questions come in from across the US. There are many reasons why this channel rose to fame. First of all, they are super original. Even though there are other people with similar channels, White House on the Hill stands out. They post high-quality, engaging videos, and they even attract people who are not related to farming or country life. It's quite awesome for us to watch their videos where they showcase themselves solving challenges with grit and enthusiasm. They also do videos from various other niches like homemaking, food growing, some woodworking, and even some good old-fashioned tree climbing. Recently, they've bought a new farm, and the family plans to add different types of fencing to add livestock, and is also making a plan to build their own aviary. Jake had no previous experience in owning a farm and the chores that came along with it. Jake noted in a Farmstead Talk video, "It's important to know what you really want. Decide if you want to own land and what that vision is. Be willing to learn what your specific skills are and be open to different spaces and different avenues," he says. It's okay to enjoy this lifestyle on a hobby or part-time level too. In one of his videos, Jake recounts his days of city life. He used to have a full-time job and 3 part-time jobs. He worked from 5 a.m. in the morning, and by the time he got home, it would have been past midnight on some days. He considers himself lucky enough to sell his house and get out of debt, and then start a new and exciting life. One of the most engaging YouTube channels, White House on the Hill makes sure that every video is a memorable one. Baby chicks dressed up in homemade Chiefs jerseys, peacock selfies, emus running about, some bee catching, and the list goes on. Even with the hectic schedule of raising animals, planting food, supporting an online community, and 3 little boys, they seem to have conquered their own freedom, for they enjoy every bit of what they do. Jake said that he learned to carve out wood and make a shelf and other wooden articles after moving into the country. And for Becky, gardening proved to be a new task to implement. She says it's much better to pull out a chicken from the freezer that's been raised from your own farm rather than going out to the grocery and getting one. Jake and Becky learn new skills while developing their YouTube channel. Things like how to build a brooder and a chicken run, how to butcher a chicken, and much more. Net worth. White House on the Hill is an American YouTube channel that has an approximate net worth of $500,000 as of June 2021. The exact net worth of the White House on the Hill cannot be predicted accurately, but Net Worth Spot estimates it to be about $524,000. But this approximation is calculated by considering the revenue from just one source. Their actual net worth might be higher than this. Taking account of all the other revenue sources, the White House on the Hill may be worth closer to $750,000 to $1 million. Now coming to a daily estimate, this channel gets about 2 million views a month, which is approximately 66,000 views each day. YouTube channels that are monetized earn revenue by displaying. YouTube can earn an average between $3 to $8 per 1,000 monetized views. With this data on an average basis, the White House on the Hill YouTube channel generates about $13,000 in ad revenue a month and $160,000 a year. Net Worth Spot may be using underreporting White House on the Hill's revenue though. Optimistically, the White House on the Hill could possibly earn more than $250,000 a year. YouTubers rarely have one source of income as well. Additional revenue sources like sponsorships, affiliate commissions, product sales, and speaking gigs may generate much more revenue than ads. Home tour. They lived in an old 1800s house. The entrance of the house leads to the living room that has a nice comfy sofa. The living room leads you to the kitchen. Becky recounts how small her house was in the city. She claims that her new kitchen has much bigger counter space. Adjacent to the fridge, there is a coffee note that Jake built out of pallet wood and wine boxes. Near to this, there lies the door to the bathroom/laundry room, and from there a door leads to the master bedroom. The bedroom too features certain specialties. Say for example, the headboard was built by Becky's dad, and the hope chest was built by her grandfather. Heading upstairs, we find a space in the hall filled with toys and other odd articles. It also leads into the kids' room, where they have a beautiful aquarium. Jake has created a mudroom outside where they keep their shoe racks, freezer, and a niche to store farm fresh vegetables in canned jars. Outside their home, they have a cellar where they store all their canned foods, and at the same time, it acts as the storm shelter for when Mother Nature attacks. It's quite warm and fun to be outside on the farm, sitting by the campfire at night, or hanging by the gazebo during the day. What more do they need to keep them in good health and cheer? Thank you for sticking around this long. We hope you enjoyed the video. Would you ever move out to the country and start a new life? Let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Click on the bell icon so you stay up to see your favorite celebrity. See you soon.